Day 47 from Luke 17 verse 1 to 10. Jesus gives a call for radical living with a sobering statement. Forgive those who sin against you, even 7 times in a single day. This is not just about minor offenses. Jesus is calling for a posture of relentless mercy, to forgive repeatedly without keeping score. This requires humility, emotional strength, and spiritual maturity. The command to forgive 7 times in one day isn't just a burden, it's a window into the heart of God. Jesus is showing us what He is like. He never commands what He Himself doesn't model. If He tells us to forgive again and again, it's because He's already done that for us. 1 John 1:9 says if we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us. The disciples' reaction to Jesus' radical teaching on forgiveness is raw and honest. Increase our faith, they said. They weren't arguing or excusing themselves. They were confessing something profound, that forgiveness isn't just hard, it's spiritual. They understood that true forgiveness goes beyond just mental effort and emotional willpower. It's an act of faith. To forgive someone who wounds you repeatedly, especially 7 times in one day, feels unnatural, feels risky. It means letting go of your right to justice or retribution. And that's why the disciples cried out for more faith. They knew that they couldn't do it in their own strength. It's trusting God enough to release someone from their debt to you, believing that He sees, He knows, and He will bring justice in His way and in His time. Jesus' response is both comforting and challenging. He tells them that they don't need more faith, just the kind that acts. Even faith as small as a mustard seed, when placed in Him, is enough to do the impossible, including forgiving again and again. Jesus follows with what seems like an abrupt parable about a servant who, after a long day of work, still prepares his master's meal without expecting applause. So, what does this have to do with forgiveness of faith? Well, Jesus is saying obedience is not heroic, it's normal. You don't forgive others to earn favor or applause. You forgive because that's what a disciple does. It's not about spiritual bragging rights. It's about being formed into the image of Christ. Even our best obedience doesn't earn us anything. It simply reflects that we belong to Jesus. So, 3 practical applications. Number 1, practice daily forgiveness starting at home. Ask God to show you where bitterness has taken root and take 1 step towards reconciliation today. Number 2, preach the gospel to yourself. When it's hard to forgive, remind yourself how much you've been forgiven. You're not being asked to do something Jesus hasn't done for you 1,000 times over. And lastly, number 3, serve without entitlement. Whether you're forgiving someone or just helping out, resist the need for recognition. Let obedience be your quiet worship. This passage is not ultimately about how strong your faith is, how kind you can be, or how obedient you are. It's about Jesus, who forgives relentlessly, bears with us patiently, honors even mustard seed faith, and served us unto death. He is the hero of the story. And when you rest in His grace, He makes you able to do what feels impossible, forgiving like Him. We are unworthy servants. We've only done our duty. And still, the Master welcomes us in, not just as servants, but as His beloved children.